Welcome back everyone to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 4, Episode 1 of Time of Legends Joan of Arc, and we're about to enter into Round 1. We just wrapped up our setup video. We are playing the scenario, it's from August 1356, called The Black Prince's Ride. 10 years after the Battle of Crécy, the Black Prince prepares a pillaging campaign in France. So the victory conditions for this one, we've got an 8-round limit. The French victory conditions would be to disrupt the wagon. We've got the wagon here. Or to kill a certain number of the English units. There goes the wagon. We've got a painting video out there for all of these minis so you can go check out. So there's the English goal is to deliver the wagon to one of these locations where the orders are. So one of them is blank, one of them has the orders. So they can attempt that. And then finally, the English also have, if they destroy a number of French units, final French victory condition, if they can get 4 citizens into the church, that's also a victory condition. So the priest who is in the church, he is able to ring the bell, which will cause all the citizens to move one step closer to the church. So we can play that on one of the active turns. We also start out with the Black Knight upgraded to level 2, so we'll have to keep track of him. And there's a guide also. So we have a guide on the board and a bone setter. The guide, the French can interrogate the guide at the cost of an action if the player decides to roll a black die. And by rolling a shield, the English player has to face up, turn over both of the exit tokens, right? Revealing their chosen exit. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of leave it as a mystery for now. I'll get to reveal it as the sort of say, we'll give you guys a perspective of the French player. But where you don't know what it is yet, we'll leave that as kind of a mystery. So let's jump into the round. Before we do, quick shout out to Pontos Fathom Press, the 3-book Disclosure from the Necronomicon Fragment, Necromancy of Nyarlathotep, Hermeticism of Hastur. Both of these are out and available. We're working on final proof copy of Alchemy of Azathoth, so that should be out by the end of the year. But go check these out. It's a continuation of the Moldenhauer series, Genealogy of Cthulhu from the Catu Journals. Check our other book links out, and as usual, like, subscribe, share. Help us to grow the channel, and appreciate you guys out there. So let's jump into round 1. I've got our handy rule book here, and we'll break down the turn and get into it. So first of all, let's give a final shuffle to our cards here before we start. This scenario takes place in August 1356. I think I have a novel, a Bernard Cornwell novel, 1356, that kind of takes place, I think it's the same time frame. Maybe I should go check that out, give it a read. Or we could do some read-throughs for some flavoring text, let's call it. Okay, so we'll start out with, just want to get to the turn reference page. And we'll start out in our council phase. We'll turn over our round cards and our war council cards. So we start out with 2 activation tokens each. And then we've got a number of choices here. So let's get activation tokens placed. We also have the initiative goes to the French player has got the first round token. So they will play, they get to go first. Again, their goals are to get the citizens to move forward. So I think what we might just start with an action of, why not have that bishop just ring the bell right up front? We can We can use that. We're in a good fortified position here. So the bishop will ring the bell as one action, so I can place one of our tokens on the board here. And then let's and while we have that token here, we can also have the action of interrogating the guide. So we can do that as another orders phase, as part of the orders phase. So, and then I think this troop is quite prepared here as a rally point, but let's give them the, maybe we should hold this in reserve and we just do the one action for now, because I think that's dramatic enough. And then from a War Council's card, move one of your rally points and rally one allied unit, and we can get a third action, and this is you can change an action to something else. So the English player gets 2 experience to start out with, but the French player does not. So we also get a reroll. So I think I'll go ahead and just get the extra active. Maybe I'll just take this token instead as a reserve. We don't need to play a charge, but we can have a charge there for the future. Okay, so starting out, we will have the bell gets rung, and the mechanism is at the cost of an action, and if he's in the church, the priest can ring the alarm bell. Doing so, he moves all citizen and peasants one area towards the church. So citizen can move from here to here. Maybe move him into the rally point. Makes more sense. Citizen here can move by the tree toward the church. This citizen here also toward the tree by the church. This citizen will move with the peasants. This peasant will move forward. These peasants will move forward. These peasants move forward. These peasants move forward. Peasant moves forward. So believe that's everyone has moved in one set. So that's that first action. I think also because we have this activation token here, we can also have, we'll just have our, I guess this is Erwan de Rometin. Oh no, is this the Earl of Suffolk? Is this Suffolk? Who is this guy? This is Erwan, yeah. So Erwan is going to move forward and interrogate the guide, right? So if he talks to the guide here, and I believe the guide, we can roll the black die. Here we roll the black die, and we get a push. So it's not successful interrogation. So we failed to get the location of the cart. So that's really going to be the French turn. So now let's move to the so French can clean up, and they will just keep those as reserve. English turn. Now first we have to pay up 1 experience point to keep the Black Knight at level 1, I believe. So to keep him at level 2, we need to pay. So let me just double check that rule. So our upkeep at the end of the council, each player must play upkeep. Okay, that's at the end of the turn. So I have to pay that at the end of the turn. So that's in the that is going to be in the, oh, I guess it is an upkeep right now. So I have to pay that. I'm going to pay the Black Princess experience point. And I guess for my action, I will also gain a charge token. And then I believe I will use an action. Let's have an action of moving these knights forward. and we'll have them begin to move ahead here. And we'll also, I think we probably would just do another action as well here, and we'll have these archers also move ahead. Okay, and that's going to do it for their move as well. So I believe this is round one. We can return these back. Very, very uneventful first round. But let's jump into round two, and the only action that's really I see is key is we got some of the citizens to move closer. But this is going to escalate quickly because there's quite a few of the English forces ready to come in to attack here. So we'll see you in the next turn. Thanks for watching, and be sure to ring the bell and get notified when the new videos get posted. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.